This is a pretty intense day, and there's a temptation to feel sorry for ourselves. Instead of wasting our energy doing that, do something creative with your feelings. I'm Jeff Jower for Planet Pulse.
And I'm Rick Levine, noting that the moon in Cancer is that place where we can doubt ourselves, feel sorry for ourselves, worry about things that maybe don't really need worrying about. And I think that's where we start off today, because that moon is under a bit of pressure.
Well, absolutely.
Right, a lot of pressure.
Right, because the Cancer moon wants safety and security. It is about nurturance and belonging, but it triggers the ongoing Uranus-Pluto square, which means that we can be shocked by experiences and by emotions that make us feel a little less safe.
Yeah, and I think that feeling less safe can drive us in one of two ways. It can either drive us into more doubt, into more fear, as we pull back and we take those feelings and we bury them because we can't confront them, not because we're afraid of them, but because we're afraid of what other people might think of us if we share them. Because remember, this moon in Cancer is opposite Pluto, that powerful planet. And when planets are in opposition, often they appear in relationship dynamics.
Absolutely. And we have another element along those lines as Mars, the planet of self-defense, aggression, forms a square or right angle with supersensitive Neptune. And these are often times in which either we strike out blindly or in which we're so sensitive we don't want to express ourselves.
Well, you know what's interesting is that Mars just moved into Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. So Mars is kind of feeling his oats. He sees that distant mountain or heard about this safari into Central Africa. Mars is ready to go on the journey. And yet that square to Neptune creates fear of the unknown. And so Mars is in this kind of dilemma that I think in some ways adds more fuel to the worries of the Cancer moon. So I think here ultimately the story is about being aware of why we might be afraid and not necessarily getting hooked by it, just observing those fears so that we can go ahead with our lives anyhow. I'm Rick Levine.
And for Planet Pulse, I'm Jeff Jower.